What's up guys, Fury TV here, and we're back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, as your support is allowing us to continue posting videos on a daily basis.
The guy who you play heads up with. When you jammed with king whatever, yeah. With ace queen of hearts, he calls there, probably wins the whole thing.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the final table he and Nikita shared earlier. Nikita, of course, the champion that event.
Call?
No, it's a race.
Aaron finished in 4th place.
Yeah, I know. No, come on. I mean, I don't mind either way. It's just, I really don't care. Like, you could go whatever you like.
Put one chip, 25, and some nothing.
That's with the law, Jeff.
There's 2 chips in the middle.
If you didn't interact with the other chip, if you only use 1 chip, if you would interact with the other chip,
It's fine. Let's go.
Not wrong, Jeff Lair of the law, but you heard Danny saying, "Oh, come on! Like this is a very friendly group, isn't it? These high rollers. It's a little different. The rule is clear. He just threw in 1 chip. It is a call, but intent perhaps."
Now you forced me to check.
I don't know why you waited so long. You know you ain't gonna raise after I was trying to raise. Anyways.
So, Nikita realizing he probably has likely ace king, queens or kings. He's trying to raise.
Right.
So now he beats a lot of that, but still no reason really. Just kind of
Right.
slow
It
it
beats
down.
a lot of it, but a lot of it's drawing very thin.
Right.
So you can afford to check back here. Aaron again comes up betting big. This time 25k. Now Nikita beats all those hands. Aces up.
Yeah, literally, unless it's ace jack or jacks, and I don't even think he raises jacks. That's where in this game reading's so important and knowing your opponent, because you kind of start realizing what your opponent is capable of and how they play tendencies, and then certain boards and spots. Wow, this is quite a river.
He goes big again, 75.
Yeah,
It is a bad river, yeah, for that reason. He's worried about ace queen. He's worried about potentially clubs. 9-10, not a concern with if he tried to raise pre, he doesn't think. Certainly jack 10 of clubs, king 10 of clubs. Very real concerns. This sizing is no way this is ace king, so. And Nikita does cool. It's. Ayar indeed. Again, it's easy saying because we can see the cards, but there aren't that many.
All in?
Daniel ships it in deep with the king 8, going to get out of the way, as will Kim in the small. See if Paul wakes up with anything. Wakes up with 4s, may look this up here for 10 big blinds more.
4. Well, 4, 3, 60, yeah.
Does make the call, and would you believe Negreanu is in great shape. Gonna win this.
You better get there. You got 2 suits though.
4 out of 5 times.
You rooting for me? I think he's rooting for you.
If Paul can drill a 2-outer or find some clubs or spades, he's going to have 20 of the 30 million in play. 5 to come, chat.
I'm like, I had him. You know, he's a monster.
Phoenix looking for bracelet number 7. Can he find the hold here?
12 of them on my stack.
Jack 4 deuce. Paul flops middle set.
You do have hearts.
Couple of 3. 6 at game chat.
I know, just like that. So at least it's not a selfie stick.
Deuce of hearts on the turn does present a flush draw, but unfortunately for D-Negs, Poir has boated up. Premature handshake between the two.
GG. GG.
GG's all around as the ace of spades rolls off on the river, and we lose 6-time bracelet winner. And let's just name it all-round poker legend, Daniel Negreanu in fourth. Great start.
There's several final tables. We see 2 kings for under the gun. See, look at this. Like all of a sudden, he's limping his kings, he's limping his 10-8. There's a hand, one hand before, and jacks are just for a huge pot for his whole stack.
Yeah, this is the thing. If someone limped aces that last hand, he just does the whole lot. And look, this is what they do. Kings and aces both limping up early.
Wow.
All the pairs out.
Jeez, this is some big hands. And you know, the right stack gets a hand, like they do jam some jacks and stuff. This is as it is, no other. It's hard for anyone to really have much here. All the big hands are out. Sergey thinking Olympian, or is he just feeling saucy? There's no way he could raise that. I mean, there's plays and there's things, and then there's just.
This is pretty wide already, completing 7-8.
Yeah.
But gets to go 5-way in the cutoff.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, 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 wow.
Whoa. This is the biggest cooler I've yet to see in short deck. I mean, this is
high checks, second set. I'm surprised that's certainly one I think you can come out and bet, but you know, if someone's gonna have an ace, they're gonna call you. You always need some protection against those straight draws. You assume a check raise coming. Sergey with the gutter lets it go.
You'd think so. You know, it's why not, right? It's like, what do you want to let Queen Jack suited or Jack 10 suited?
Right, Richard's bet from the second seat as well.
Yeah.
And we don't block an ace.
Oh man. Interesting. This is the only glimmer of potential.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Sergey would have drilled it too.
Yeah, but this basically a brick. Neither of these players can have 7-8, so.
No, yeah, for sure.
I think you told this hand yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The old bet.
I quit 10, he quit 9, he blocked the straight.
You bet the pot.
I wonder, is there any scenario where Ty? I just can't imagine. I mean, you're yet to see. This is like top set. Both are at the like super top of the range. Is there anything that, do you think there's any thought in his mind even that Richard could limp aces behind here? And
no,
this is
because Richard's been raising up quite a few of his hands from early as well, so I was kind of surprised when he did limp it. I think Ty's just deciding here now whether to just call or jam.
Right.
And I didn't like I was more of a fan of a check raise on the flop, but now we've reached the turn here. I'd rather just maintain the weakness and just call this. Although it's a pot bet, kind of not that many weak hands you're going to have, but you can definitely rep still some one pair.
Ty's going to fall out of his chair when he sees this. Yeah, this is really sick. Like,
I think he's just going to rip and think Richard has aces up a lot of the time with the sizing.
Careful.
Oh yeah, I guess he is. Doesn't have the nuts, but.
Yeah.
Like that, better.
Wow. Sick. All this trapping.
Two guys trapping.
Trapping.
Yes.
Whoa.
A lot of snakes in the grass here in Sochi.
Even better.
Jeez.
Fighting each other.
Yeah. You thought you were drawing, but actually your head.
But I folded an ace, so we don't have an out for quad.
No need.
No quad outs.
You.
Wait.
Diamond, you know, got chance. Diamond, friend.
There's a picture diamond.
Man.
It's
Cooler, bro.
It's a safe one.
You think it's a big.
Richard up to a massive
What
stack.
So sick too against the two biggest stacks, basically.
Yeah. It's the first time she's been 3-bet, I believe, all day. Is she just going to give it some credit? No, she's going to take a flop. 3 million chips as we see this flop. King, deuce, deuce. Diego flops best here. This is a flop he's going to want to attack a lot as the 3-bet pre, but this time he decides to check it back. And that is good night for him. Kelly turns 5s full, checks it once again. Is Diego now going to bet?
1 million.
1 million is the bet. And I'd prefer to see Kelly lead this turn, to be honest. Diego having 3-bet and check back this flop. You'd expect him to attack it a lot, so it does Since Jessie has a hand. She calls the 1 million. He may get away from this if she checks the river. He may just try and take it to showdown. Especially on a club. Queen of clubs it is. And he does check back, and yet again she's not really got full value in one of these spots.
5 full of deuces.
Diego lives to fight. I think no, I'd prefer a bet from the flop for him. And a bet from Kelly on the turn.
No limit cash and no limit tournament similarities, but differences. So I just feel like if I watch the cash game, it might you'd be surprised at maybe some of the stuff where they're not limping as much. They're just coming in for raises and spots, and I wouldn't that would be maybe a little loopy to get dive in there. What do you guys prefer at home? Are you a short deck? Do you prefer the short deck tournaments they're watching this week, or the no limit? I mean, I'm interested just because it's so different, the short deck, but from what I'm used to.
My personal point at this stage of the short decks just seems really wild, and it's like these guys just gambling so much.
Right.
I find it really interesting, the intricate decisions that happen when people have a bit of fear in them. You can't bust when it becomes a tournament. That was much more interesting. Some of the stuff we saw a couple of nights ago was really good. So I'm looking forward to the end of the buy-in period, seeing that kind of play again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Sergey flopping top 2. Everyone checks around. Turn the 8 doesn't change the board one bit. Apart from the fact that Sergey is now behind. The only change is top 2 fall into the set of 8s.
And Ty's got to think, I hit Jin here, but why? What is he betting into the field here? There's Jack 9, there's Ace Jack, there's other sets.
And he can check those on the flop, can't he? He's limited to +1.
So Ty's going to call. I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah, you keep some weaker in like this that will value bet.
Good
You protect your calling range on the turn when you have draws.
Yeah, Sergey's going to have some king.
Wow, this is a really bad river for Sergey's.
So they wreck like 5% and then
It's really hard to put Ty having checked the hijack on the flop on any hand stronger than King Queen.
Right.
Cap also die lah.
Yeah, Cap also still die lah. See how, but the game might be really good though. Like,
yes.
Now it's the early times.
And lots of draws have missed.
He's gonna go and play now, so you must go and play.
How many tables?
Don't know. I didn't see. I haven't been yet. I think like 8 tables or maybe more. So.
I guess Ty is just going to call. I don't know. I mean, there's +1. So I guess he could take out +1, probably limping Jack 9. So it's like Ace Jack, some sets that are better.
Yeah, you can have kings and queens, I guess. They pretty make more sense as checks on the flop as well, kings and queens, than king queen does. So yeah, just the call.
What happened on the flop? It was checks, right? Yeah.
Everyone checked. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah, not worried enough to actually check in on you. Dan 7s raises, Paul 8s in the small. How will he proceed? Paul will call from the small. Maddox 6s.
6s. Oh my lord.
6s, 7s, and 8s. How about a 6, 7, 8 flop?
Where's the 5s for the 4-bet?
Yeah, that's what we need 5s in this. So when it comes 6, 7, 8, all the sets can lose.
What time does everything kick off in the day?
Wow! Oh my word.
I mean, you didn't.
Bye-bye profit, Manning.
You didn't quite call that.
2.5 in there. Dan surely will see bet.
Before I woke up today, it's like long as
Kind of like puts you a good trend for the game.
Pot?
That's why I had to get into the game because I've got like 4
Pot
days
it
off.
is.
just
A little bit
pots
more
it.
than pot. We're going for 100 on top.
Ben made it to Wednesday. I'll take Wednesday as well.
That's quite
Ooh,
sick.
the 8. Well, look at this. He quickly gets out of the way. He's not going to have a chip in the pot. Manig.
To give me a few days.
Now, does he check raise? Does he check call?
I mean, I would probably be check raising here.
Right,
I mean,
Dan's played so snug.
yeah, it really looks like Dan has like ace, king, king, queen, or aces. Something of that nature.
Buy,
I mean, if
profit. He does just check call.
25, sorry.
I'm not, yeah, I think check raising is probably better here in general.
Right, yeah, I mean, obviously seeing what we've seen, I'm not sure if Manag's being relayed the hands. You would check raise. And wow.
I mean, the thing is, like, if Dan's bluffing, it's not like he's just going to continue to barrel off big, you know?
Right.
And yeah, okay, you look really strong when you check raise here, but I don't think, you know, if Dan has ace, king, or aces, I don't think he's going to fold them.
This is great now. Dan bets.
Dan's going
Both are going to
Dan's
think the other
gonna
person
bomb
has
it
a king.
again. He's going 7k? 8k! He's overbet flop and turn.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. So Manig's going to think he's got ace king now. Let's get him. Wow.
I mean, no way Manik can fold, but I mean, he must be a little concerned. I mean,
This is going to be
double
the biggest
overbet.
pot. But I mean, what? Yeah, he's got ace king probably. This is what you're thinking.
You would be thinking there's some sort of king.
Obviously, there is the one likely hand that beats you is sevens.
I'm gonna get cold, you know.
Good kings wouldn't bet this.
Feel it coming on.
Yeah, I got a bit of a cold.
Manig is gonna just call. GTO, and maybe that's not necessary, but whatever happens here, this is almost certainly getting on the river. 10 is the card.
I've got a little something for you.
3 overbets.
Come on. Come on, Dan, go big.
Yeah. I think he scored nothing for like. That's the end of the first quarter, yeah. 14, 28, 56.
£23,400 in the pot.
All in.
Hey, he's done it. 41k.
That was a really, really bad feeling. I think I have way too good of a hand. Can I get a count, please?
Wow, Manig senses something. I mean, obviously King 10's the most like concern, right?
I mean, this is just horrible.
What? Sorry, no.
Wow, Manig's considering it with 6s full.
Well, the thing is, 6s, I mean, you beat no value hands now, right? I mean, I don't think Dan would ever realistically shove here with ace king.
Yeah, but again, like you say,
So-
from what we've seen, it doesn't.
No, it's much more skilling. Not
I mean, 8-9 is a somewhat possible, but even that I don't think's gonna. I don't think that's gonna 2x
Bit out of
pot jam
character,
it.
everything we've seen. But the thing is, it's only 7s.
He's losing to 7s and king 10.
Yeah, does King 10 go over pot, over pot?
Seems hard to believe.
Does Ace King do that? Is it possible
No.
to believe that Dan makes a mistake and shoves Ace King
The-
here? Is it possible to think he overvalues it?
I
You
don't
see this
think
quite
so.
often with the cautious players, type players, when they do make a big hand, they just go hole for leather. Maybe that's what's going through
It can
Manig's head.
can be the case.
takes like 4 minutes.
I mean, the real problem here is like, can you ever think that Dan has a bluff? I don't know. I mean,
I don't think Dan's bluffing.
I don't know. Maybe I've seen Dan bluff before in my life.
It's the last stand anyway.
It is?
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock.
Can we turn off the stream now?
Take your time. 2 o'clock, didn't he say?
No,
Oh, okay.
we cannot turn
All
off
right,
the stream.
sorry, man.
I
That's a
think.
desperate man trying to get out of it.
need like 1
No, no, we
minute
got
or
2
so.
more rounds.
I'll tell you some anyway.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
That's such a weird feeling. I had a weird feeling on the turn already.
Ah,
It was like.
Inner turmoil. How could he fold?
Yeah.
Check call, check call, check fold? Really?
I mean, if Dan's not bluffing, you're beat.
What if he is overvaluing Ace King though?
That would just be. Yeah, I mean, then you would make the worst fold of all time.
Yeah, I mean a 20k bet with a snap called.
Yeah.
1.5 times pot, a little different. Sorry.
It's 2 times pot, right? 41 into 23 or so.
Yeah, actually, you're right. More closer.
I've got to say that.
Oh, he's gonna fold.
That hook.
Can he fold?
Honestly, I think if this wasn't being streamed, Manik would have folded by now. Honestly.
So tough to find bluffs.
Because if Dan has ace,
so hard to flop a set. He just said.
I thought he said fine bluffs.
Did he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he
One of the
probably did.
two. I mean, both is true. It is really hard to flop a set.
I mean, 8-9 is no good.
Left of a pound owing.
Trying to get a read there. Bringing up 8-9. The thing is, Manik is going to be very hesitant to make this kind of fold on stream. Because if people see him fold here and Dan Shack had ace-king, Manik is not going to be allowed back in Germany.
So gonna get you ready for the fold.
Wow!
Fold. For those. Turn over. If you show, I'll show.
I don't know if I want to.
You had sixes? You folded sixes?
Hey?
You got ace king?
You folded sixes?
Wow. No way.
You can't.
Wow,
fold
how good
sixes,
does Manning
though.
feel right now?
Yeah.
You can never fold.
He just made £40,000 right there.
That's a
just
sick fold.
ridiculous. How do you ever fold sixes there? I guess I bet.
To be honest with you,
way too
you
much.
played it that well. I'm up past tens there.
Hey?
I'm up past tens. You played it like you got.
I thought Dan had
When you said you could
Then
beat-
when he showed sixes, I'm like, ah.
Beat 8-9.